Okay, I'm selling a CNC router to Flashcut CNC with a computer loaded with software. This is the machine. It is inside a very nice enclosure that lifts up. Whenever you want to load anything in there, you can load in by lifting the handle. There is a Bosch Colt router, and there's a bit in there right now. You can loosen the collet and put in all different kinds of router bits. There's a handle down here, and you can actually just lift that all the way up, and sometimes that'll stay up on its own. Tonight it's a little cold out, but anyway, I'll shut this now and we will go ahead and demo the machine. It's a pretty large flash cut. I'll have to measure it, but I think it's about 36 by maybe 16, and it's got 3 different places to locate the Z if you want to have a bigger chunk of material below the router. You can see there's a 3-dimensional feature I cut once and a little 2D pattern, and this is something that came out of a program I'm going to show you. It comes with a vacuum table and some pads. Flashcut CNC user guide. It's got all the controls if you just want to do some simple G-code. Servo manual. This is actually a servo CNC with ball screws, so it's got very nice tolerances. Rhino cam also comes with it, which is what you can use to basically make whatever you want in a very simple form. It's kind of the same as the Mach 3 software. I think they're at Mach 4. It comes with some wax to learn with, some plastic. Actually, that goes to my lathe. But lots of end mills, all different sizes, and some collets, different sizes, some hold downs, wrenches, a caliper, some micro end mills, and there's the pump itself if you want to run some coolant. I've mostly used this machine for wood and plastic. It will do aluminum and brass, I guess non-ferrous metals. So this is Flashcut, and you're seeing on the screen, yeah, now you can see that there's a the ohm symbol. I had a neon class, and basically I cut that out of a piece of wood, and I put neon around the outside and made it illuminate with a screening over the front. It came out rather nice. So this is Rhinoceros. It's got Rhino 3, and if you want to use Rhino Cam, you just type in Rhino Cam. It comes up because I use it all the time. And close that down. You can go ahead and pull in a file. Let's see what I've got. I've got the ohm in here actually. And what I did is I just imported this in from AutoCAD. And I just used this or AutoCAD to scale it. And that's basically where, you know, my 0 is going to be, and it's going to run this way. Positive X, positive Y, and Z down if we add Z down. So you can also bring in, I probably have some, let's see, front of housing now. Let's just see what this is. Guess that's nothing. I haven't used this in a while, but I was just going to take a look. Bat door. I'm not sure what I've had in here, but yeah, there's actually a product that I made on this mill. It's 3-dimensional, and I just let it do a toolpath right around it. It's called Untitled, so it might be hard to find it in here, but these are the ones I've been using. Let's just take a look and see what comes up. Also in here, JA3, I don't know what these are. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and just get on with the demo here. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna go back to the ohm, and there it is. And you can see this one actually is 3-dimensional. There's the G code, and it's gonna start high, and then it's going to just keep cutting down. This is the one I used to actually cut this thing out. I'll go ahead and start it. So basically, you can jog the machine by just clicking this. You're going to see it move over here. Let me zoom out a little. And when I push this button, this will move. And I can Z up and Z down and X. I actually hit a limit switch because I was already over to the side, so I got to X the other way. You can see that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of give a run through on how you actually use this, and we'll include some training. I'm going to go ahead and zero just by moving those until the X comes down to 0, because I've already seeked home, which I can show you later. I'm taking there 100 thousandths. Well, now we'll move the Y. We're going to go actually in continuous right there and bring the Y all the way back. I can see it over here. I'm running almost up to the edge, so I'm going to stop right there, and basically it's saying that it's 1.2. I'll put it on 0.1 and bring it a little closer to the edge. Doesn't really need it though, and you can kind of see where it thinks the tool is over here. So it thinks it's right here right now, right where my cursor is, right by the origin. So I could zero these if I wanted to, and then that's where the machine would start and it would run that way. And if I know how long this is and how much workspace I have, then there's no problem making this. So we're going to go ahead and start. So all I'm going to do is hit G code, and it's in the right location, and I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and oops, it says coordinates aren't zeroed. If you want to start anyway, I'm going to say okay. Starts running from the machine position, or moves it back to its last position on the toolpath, and starts the G-code file. I'm going to go ahead and move it back. So it's moving, and it says they're not zeroed. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'll hit start over here, and you can hit feed hold anytime you want. Okay, so it's coming down, and now it's actually cutting it out. You can see right here that it's cutting that part of the ohm, and it's doing it over here. Now if I actually had a board in there, I'd have this router on. So I'm going to turn it on, and what I'm going to do is lift up the top, and there's a switch right here. I'll turn it off so we can talk, but it has a speed control on it. It's just a manual speed control, so based on whatever you're cutting, you get to go ahead and pick it. But you can see on the screen there's quite a few things going on. You can see the Z in the left, and then you can see kind of where it's at over there on the right. And you can see the tool path also. If I really zoomed in, and you'd be able to see that I think it's going to make, it's hard to tell, but I believe it was about 5 cuts at 40 thousandths deep in wood. Whatever it took to cut, you know, that out basically. And I used a 1/4" end mill. It's a very simple, powerful tool to use. You can go to flashcut.com and take a look at it. It's a wonderful servo-controlled CNC machine. Let me see if there's anything else here. Yeah, it's not really going to tell. But there's the Flashcut CNC. That's the controller software. And I have the specs, which I'll post on eBay. But basically you're going to get, you know, computer, signal generator, servo controller box, the machine as it's running. I'm going to go ahead and stop it. All you have to do to stop it is you can just hit feed hold, and here everything stopped. And then to turn it off, you just go ahead and that fan goes off. Done. You can just shut this down over here. I think that ends that. There's also AutoCAD 2000 on here, and you can draw anything in 2D. in AutoCAD. Let me take a look. If the elm is in here, chain. Let's see what that is. That looks like the chain that I used when I was doing this this board right over here. Anyway, I work as a mechanical engineer, and I bought this to do prototyping and really just learn CNC, and I learned it very easily with this machine. And now we have a Haas mini mill, so I really don't have a purpose to keep it. There's a dongle right there. That's what you use to run the RhinoCam. I do have the RhinoCam CD and the book. Very simple to use. I will include an hour of training to get you up and running. All you have to know is where the machine is relative to your computer. So it's pretty simple to learn. You can make your own jewelry boxes or molds, whatever you need. You can also add a 4th axis onto this if you're interested in that. I've already talked to Flashcut about it. So thanks for viewing my video, and if you want to get in touch with me, my name's Jaime Burnt. My phone number is 760-712-2121. I'm gonna go ahead and write this right here, and I'll put my email on here too, just so you have it. You can reach me at ecadsol at, oh, the at symbol doesn't work well right now because it's set on French keyboard, which I have to change right here to Canadian, at gmail.com. So there we go. Jaime Burnt, my phone number, information. I'm gonna go ahead and start the bid. I'm not sure, but I know I'm not gonna go below $4,500 on this deal right now. I'll just use it for myself for a while. So if you're interested, give me a ring. Let's talk. I'd prefer locals. I can ship it, but I'm gonna have to get some foam and build a pallet and ship you many boxes. So it's gonna be the actual shipping. I have a feeling it's gonna cost you roughly $200 to $250. This machine's heavy. I can lift it myself, but it's on the bare edge of being able to lift, and I have to take the enclosure off first, which really just lifts up. There's just some pins. I know it's kind of heavy. Anyway, thank you.